Welcome. We're here together in the quiet. Let's face it though, you're not really here for the quiet, are you? You're here because you want to feel something. You want to look into the darkness without having to go there yourself. We all feel this urge. It's primal. To look over our shoulders, to be on edge, to feel the hairs on the back of our neck stand up when the air gets still. Over the next little while, we're going to do just that. We'll be counting down the top 10 scariest true crime stories ever told. These are the stories that have haunted our dreams and left us questioning the very nature of humanity. These are the stories that keep us up at night. Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 scariest true crime stories ever. These gripping tales are sure to send shivers down your spine. Northern California, late 1960s. A chill wind blows through the streets. The fog hangs low. But something else hangs in the air. Something unseen. Fear. The letters started first. Strange symbols, ciphers, taunts. Then the attacks. Couples alone in lovers' lanes. The flash of a gun. Silence. The Zodiac, as he called himself, became a phantom, a whisper in the night. He was playing a game with the police, with the public, a deadly game. His motives remain unclear. His identity, a mystery. The Zodiac case is a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. 1947, Los Angeles, the city of angels, but beneath the glitz and glamour, darkness festered. In a vacant lot, a discovery that would shock the city. A woman, her body posed, mutilated, her face forever frozen in a grotesque smile. The press dubbed her the Black Dahlia, Elizabeth Short. An aspiring actress, her dreams dashed, her life cut tragically short. Her killer? Still unknown. The Black Dahlia case remains a haunting reminder of the dark side of Hollywood, a place where dreams can turn to nightmares. He was handsome, charismatic. He could be anyone's son, anyone's friend. But behind the charming facade, Ted Bundy harbored a terrifying darkness. He preyed on young women, luring them with his charm, his seeming vulnerability. Once he had them alone, the monster was unleashed. Bundy's crimes shocked the nation. How could someone so seemingly normal commit such horrific acts? His trial, a media circus, only amplified the horror. Even in the face of overwhelming evidence, he maintained his innocence. Ted Bundy, a chilling reminder that evil often wears a human face. Chapter 4. The Manson Family Helter-Skelter, 1969. The summer of love was fading, but a new, more sinister vibe was taking hold. In the Hollywood Hills, a group of lost souls gathered around a charismatic leader, Charles Manson. Manson preached a twisted gospel of race war and revolution. He called it helter-skelter, and he would use his followers to ignite it. The murders, when they came, were brutal, ritualistic. The victims chosen seemingly at random. The world watched in horror as the details unfolded. The Manson family murders exposed a dark undercurrent in the counterculture movement, a reminder that even in the search for peace and love, evil can take root. Chapter 5. Jonestown, Death in the Jungle. The promise was paradise, a utopian community in the jungles of Guyana, a place where people could live in harmony, free from the evils of the outside world. But Jonestown held a dark secret. Jim Jones, the charismatic leader, held his followers in his thrall. He demanded absolute obedience, absolute loyalty. To question him was to invite punishment. As Jones's grip on reality slipped, the situation in Jonestown deteriorated. Paranoia and fear became the norm, then the unthinkable. On November 18, 1978, over 900 people, including over 300 children, died in a mass suicide murder. The world watched in horror as the news broke. Jonestown remains a chilling reminder of the dangers of cult mentality and the devastating consequences of unchecked power. Chapter 6. BTK, the Killer Next Door, Wichita, Kansas. A quiet Midwestern city. But beneath the surface, a darkness lurked. For over 3 decades, the BTK killer terrorized the city. Bind, torture, kill. His calling card. His victims, chosen at random, their lives brutally cut short, and then silence. Dennis Rader lived a double life, a family man, a pillar of the community, and a cold-blooded killer. He taunted police with letters, sending them cryptic messages, boasting of his crimes. But for years he remained one step ahead, BTK. A chilling reminder that evil can hide in plain sight. that sometimes the monster lives next door. Chapter 7. The Amityville Horror: A House of Shadows. A quiet neighborhood, a beautiful house. But the idyllic facade hid a horrifying truth. The Amityville house was built on a foundation of blood. On November 13, 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. shot and killed 6 members of his family inside the house. The murders shocked the nation. A year later, the Lutz family moved in, hoping for a fresh start. But something was wrong. The house was filled with strange noises, foul odors, and an overwhelming sense of dread. The Lutz family fled the house after just 28 days, claiming it was haunted by malevolent forces. The Amityville horror continues to fascinate and frighten, blurring the lines between fact and fiction. Is the house truly haunted, or is it something even more sinister? Chapter 8. The Green River Killer. Lost in the Green River, a ribbon of water flowing through the Pacific Northwest. But in the 1980s, it became a dumping ground, a graveyard. The victims, most of them young women, many of them runaways or involved in sex work, disappeared from the streets, their bodies discarded along the riverbanks. Gary Ridgway, a seemingly ordinary man, a truck painter, but behind the facade, a monster. For years, he eluded capture, blending in, living a double life. The Green River Killer case became one of the largest serial murder investigations in U.S. history. The sheer number of victims, the brutality of the crimes, the years of fear and uncertainty. The Green River Killer case is a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of the marginalized and the depths of human depravity. Chapter 9. The Moors Murders. A landscape scarred. The Moors. A desolate, windswept landscape in northern England. A place of stark beauty, but also of profound sadness. Because hidden among the heather and the rocks are the graves of children. Ian Brady and Myra Hindley. Lovers, partners in crime. Together, they embarked on a horrifying spree of abduction, torture, and murder. Their victims, young boys and girls, were lured from the streets, their cries for help lost in the wind. The details of their crimes, too horrific to recount here. The Moors murders shocked the United Kingdom. The idea that 2 people so young could commit such atrocities was incomprehensible. The case remains a stain on the national consciousness, a reminder of the evil that can lurk in the shadows, waiting to snatch the innocent. Chapter 10. The Golden State Killer. Justice delayed. California, the Golden State. But for over a decade, a shadow fell across the sunshine and promise. A wave of terror sweeping from north to south. The Golden State Killer. He was a stalker, a rapist, a murderer. He invaded homes, terrorized families, leaving behind a trail of fear and anguish. His crimes, as brazen as they were brutal, seemed unstoppable. Then, silence. Years passed. The case went cold. But the victims, the families, they never forgot. And then a breakthrough. DNA evidence, genealogy databases. A name emerged from the shadows. Joseph James D'Angelo, a former police officer. A man sworn to protect, revealed as a monster. The Golden State Killer case is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering pursuit of justice, and the power of technology to uncover the truth. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. We've journeyed into the heart of darkness, explored the darkest corners of the human psyche. We've confronted the monsters that walk among us, and the shadows they cast upon our world. But even in the face of such evil, we find glimmers of hope. The dedication of law enforcement, the resilience of the victims, the unwavering pursuit of justice. These stories remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more true crime stories.